Hey guys, what's up? My name is Hayden from the MagicalKillaCow YouTube channel, and today I am back with another video for you guys. This one I am playing as the engineer on Man vs Machine. Now you may be wondering, Hayden, what version of Man vs Machine is this? I have no idea, and I just thought I'd go over Man vs Machine, the hype behind it and the build up for it, and now what Man vs Machine has become now and ways it can be improved. But before I get started, I want to say two awesome thank yous to one, everybody that donated into the fundraiser yesterday. We raised over £600. We are a couple hundred away from our target, so hopefully over the next couple of months we will be able to buy a new computer, which should be fantastic. And secondly, I want to say thank you to everybody, and genuinely everybody. Like, there was no person that disagreed with everybody else about how I mess up my words sometimes, and they say it feels more natural, and they say that they want me to kind of do it in more of a live stream style. And whilst I would like to do it in kind of a live stream style where it's just, you know, like me sat and just being really casual about it, I feel like if I did that, my train of thought would go a lot of the time and there wouldn't be really that much content to watch. So whilst I am going to be more relaxed, I do want to try keep kind of this mindset of I need to keep a train of thought, because I never really do that on live streams. Also, twitch.tv/MagicalKillaCow is where you can watch my live stream. I've been streaming pretty much every day for a while, so be sure to check me out there. But let's go ahead and get on started with Man vs Machine. Now, if you've been playing TF2 since, I think it was around October time last year that this was released, and basically Man vs Machine, this massive hype of you're going to be able to play in a co-op sense of TF2. And you're going to be able to play with your friends. There's going to be robots, and it's going to be an enemy team, and everybody's going to work together to kill these robots. That sounded like one of the best ideas ever, and I still feel true to this. I still feel like this is one of the greatest updates of TF2 because it kind of changed the way you can play TF2. Now sure, in other updates they've added more weapons and more maps that kind of change how you play TF2, but this really did change the way you play it, and kind of it brings a new aspect onto the game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. When it came out the night before I went on holiday, so I had to wait a week before I could really go and try it out and play it that much. But after I did, I was so happy that I managed to be able to play it, and I managed to be able to enjoy this, because it is such an awesome game mode. Man vs Machine, by the way, if anybody doesn't know, then what are you doing? But it's basically a game mode where you fight robots with 5 other friends. You find people, it's kind of a co-op sense, and I really enjoyed that feel of Team Fortress 2. Now, if you recall, there was a massive build-up to it with loads of hints on their website, because Valve are known for their awesome hints with things like in their website. But there was an insane build-up for this update, and everybody was hyped about it. And the hype stood true when it came out. Everybody wanted in on this. There was like 1,000-hour waiting times to try get into an actual man-up mode Valve server official game, and even when you did, there was super high pings just because of how many people were on these servers and how many people were trying to play. So that kind of stood around for, I want to say, like a week or two. Like, it wasn't insanely awesomely stood out, like it didn't stay there for a while, but it feels weird just thinking back that this update was like 7 months ago. That's a long time ago. Well, 5, 6, 7 maths. But now we're kind of gonna go into now and what Man Up and what Man vs Machine is now. If you want to play a game of Man Up, all you have to do is find a couple friends. Even if you don't have any friends, there are still people that are kind of like actively playing Man Up or Man vs Machine, and you'll quickly be paired with a party that you can play with. But you can just grab some friends and play it, and there's always going to be servers available, and there's always going to be a place that you can play it. And that's what I love about this game mode, that like even though not many people talk about it, not many people discuss it, it still is kind of well known, and it is kind of introduced into the game, and I love that. And I love that there's still kind of this aspect of Man Up and Man vs Machine, and there's still people that play it, but it's not like completely over talked about, which is kind of nice. Like, it's there, but it's not there at the same time. Same with kind of like TF2 in general. People play it, people understand it, but it's not something that everybody talks about all the time. You talk about like some cool air shot you got, not, oh, I pushed the cart today on upward. It just kind of differs. But now I feel like the hype of Man Up and Man vs Machine, and I feel like the caring for Man vs Machine is very, very little, and kind of the stance on it now is that nobody really cares. Nobody really wants to play Man Up or Man vs Machine. Like, yes, every so often I'll get a Man Up ticket or Tour of Duty ticket. I'll hop on a server with a couple friends and we'll play some Man vs Machine, but it's not something that we go out our way to do, and it's not something I do on a daily basis. It's just like once every few months it's like, hey, do you want to get together and play some Man vs Machine, because I haven't done that in a while. And everyone's just, yeah, we just kind of do it, and it's nice. It's nice just being able to find people to play with and just being like, hey, there's this game mode, not many people are playing it, we can pretty much guaranteed get on a server, so why don't we go do it? And it's enjoyable and it's fun, and I do enjoy this game mode. I love the idea of the story behind it as well. Like, the engineer created these robots and now they're trying to fight against him, and there's like this evil side to engineer, and I freaking loved following the story behind this as well as the actual game, which kind of sounds nerdy, but it was an insane kind of story behind it. But it really is just kind of an interesting game mode. It was different to what we would have expected. Like, there was never robots in this game before this. Like, sure, there were bots, but you know, there weren't physical robots with robot skins and everything. It was completely different, and it wasn't anything anybody could have expected, and that's what kind of makes it awesome. It's like when you're watching a film, and this is why I can't really enjoy TV shows or films anymore, because whilst I'm watching them, I kind of realise the ending, and I figure out like what's going to happen, and then when it does come true, it's like, oh, that was a bit shit. But now, like, this game mode was just, wait, co-op? That's awesome. I want to play freaking co-op. And then it just kind of happened, and then it was completely different to what everybody had expected, and it was completely different to what our minds were thinking about and what we wanted. And even though maybe like there was some rumors and like kind of things that everybody was discussing, that like what Man Up and Man vs Machine is going to be, and nobody really knew. And then when this came out, it was different to what we expected, but it was better than we could have expected, and that is what makes TF2 such a truly awesome game. Like, they can just do something that nobody would expect and still please absolutely everybody. I loved Man vs Machine. I still do love Man vs Machine. It's kind of sad that there isn't as many people playing it anymore. Maybe I'll try to do some kind of viewer interaction at Man vs Machine games, which would be awesome. Maybe live stream some Man vs Machine. I know some people have asked me to. I just really never got round to it, so maybe I'll get onto that. Engineer on Man vs Machine though is freaking insane. You don't have to do anything. You upgrade that sentry, it has a shit ton of health, and it destroys everything coming past. And you see that my sentry gun can easily get like over 100 kills without being destroyed, which is insane. But anyway, we are coming up to the end of the video here. Thank you so much for everybody that is watching. Thank you for the continued support. Hopefully we'll be getting a new computer in the future. Let me know in the comment section below like what you feel of Man vs Machine. Do you still think it's kind of a viable thing to play on a regular basis, or do you think it is just pretty shit now? Because personally, I'm freaking loving this game mode. Thank you all so much for watching. Mine has been Hayden, and I will see you all in the next one.